There's a jeep parked down the street.
They're here to take me away.
Once the paperwork is finalized, it's over.
I'm not a soldier. I'm just a man with no place to go.
Bapa takkan benarkan kau berkahwin dengan Mariam dan tinggal di rumah ni.
Now everybody knows you're Lim Tae Lin. What didn't make the news is why you did what you did. So, let's put you on the stand.
阿丁是一条疯狗，到处杀人无法无天，他迟早有一天会把我们害死。林，别插了，回去吧。
没关系，差不多也好了。
我说别插了，东西放下，
但是
出去。
Come. Let me walk you home.
I heard that bastard's going to take the stand today. That's why I came back. I want to hear what he has to say. We always hated the Chapun for what they did to us during the war. And then to find out that one of us is just as bad as them.
I know exactly how you feel.
This tribunal is now in session. Mr. Chiang, will you call your first witness?
Thank you, Your Honor. If it pleases the court, I'd like to call Warrant Officer Nakamura Nagamasa, alias Lim Tae Lin, to the stand. Mr. Lim, the court has heard what you've done as Warrant Officer Nakamura Nagamasa. Perhaps today you could share with us why you did it.
You have a family, Mr. Chiang?
Of course.
I didn't. My parents died before I was 10 years old.
Your Honour, can we dispense with all the melodrama and proceed with the trial, please?
Your Honour, we have a unique situation here. A Japanese officer who is in fact not a Japanese officer, but is alleged to have carried out the actions of a Japanese officer. So my client's story, melodramatic as it is crucial to his own defense.
Very well. We will indulge the defendant, but keep it relevant.
Thank you, Your Honor.
My brother, Sean. He was all I had in this world. and I was all he had. Until the Japanese came. They took my home, my family, my everything. I was a ghost. I wondered if I would die of despair or starvation. But I know one thing for sure. I knew I was going to die. Until I was obsessed with one goal. To find my brother, Xiong. I searched cell after cell. Record after record. Always in fear of being discovered. I actually prayed to be caught. And in fact, I almost was.
Sir, we're closing. Sir, Haiten Shimasu. Sir, wake up. Wake up, wake up.
What?
You're calling for your friend again, sir. Xiong. Xiong. Lim Tae Xiong.
Satnam! How did you...
I'm sorry! Go back outside!
I'm sorry. To my own people. I've watched your friends, family members, being tortured and killed. And I allowed it. I will take that regret to my grave. To you, Mr. Chiang, for defending a man who doesn't deserve it. I hope I didn't ruin your career as a lawyer or your life. Finally, to my brother Xiong, wherever you are, I'm sorry to have not been able to take care of you better. I'm sorry to have let them take you. Please, forgive me.
You think our friend will be able to sway the judge with his performance?
I don't think that was a performance.
Yeah, just because he said sorry to you.
Nothing is easier than to denounce the evildoer. Nothing is more difficult than to understand him. Dostoevsky said that.
Why you never tell the judges that? Maybe they will let him go straight away.
Haha, very funny. It's such a gundum.
Oh, takes one to know one.
I'm glad we can still laugh about things, given everything that's going on around us.
Life has to go on, right?
Hey, I heard that you gave Mr. De Almeida a solution to the Mariam situation.
I gave him an option. We'll see if he takes it up.
Care to share?
I think we're late for dinner. We better go.
You're not gonna tell me, are you?
mari Bapa tunjukkan. Bila tarik ni pelan-pelan macam tu. Mariam tarik tali dulu. Tarik pelan-pelan.
What is this?
Open it. I joined these guys. They used to be part of a volunteer army, the Gyugun. What? They were formed by the Japanese to defend Malaya. We've been training, and we will fight the Orang Putih if they come and take you away. We will proclaim a jihad and get all the kampos to fight. It won't be like last time. This time we're prepared.
Are you mad or stupid? Why would you risk your life and the lives of your people for me? Do you think that's what I want?
It's not just about you and me anymore, Mariam. It's about who we are, what we want.
I don't want this. If you keep behaving like this, I might as well go to England and die there.
Mariam, you don't mean that. Remember what you told me? Even though things may change, the one constant we can count on is us.
What is us, Karam? And who are you? I don't know anymore.
They've brainwashed you, haven't they? Those people.
Hey, where's Habibullah?
George has taken him out for dinner. Just now, when you all came back from work, did you see a few suspicious-looking boys milling about on the street outside?
Not really.
There were 3 of them loitering near the gate.
Don't worry, Mark. Our British bodyguards in the Jeep will take care of all our unwanted strangers.
I don't know what's happening, honestly. Perhaps we will be fighting with each other until the cows come home. I'll get it.
It's all because of me. The people outside the gate, the extra security around the house, the insanity.
It's not your fault.
That was Clarence, the Almeida. He wants you and June to take Mariam to the office first thing tomorrow morning.
Do you know what this is about?
I might. Selamat pagi, Encik Ahmad.
Selamat pagi, Mariam.
So what's this all about?
Mr. Da Silva called me and asked me to come down. Is it urgent?
You knew?
Good. You're all here. Come in, all of you. Not you.
Why?
You have more pressing business.
Like what?
You're needed in court. I just got word Nakamura, Lim Tae Lin's verdict's out. You go, I'll try to follow. In the eyes of common law, Mariam is still a minor. But as far as Sharia law is concerned, she has achieved majority with her puberty. I realized this when June came to me with a case I assigned her. Now, I had to get some verification about this and consult with Clarence, but it is indeed possible.
Possible what?
Well, according to Sharia law, Mariam has the capacity to marry, but not to Karim. He is underage by the law.
If not Karim, then who?
Major Khan. Major Habibullah Khan. If Mariam marries Major Habibullah Khan, she will no longer be under the guardianship of Emma Ryder, rendering her case for custody invalid. The letter from Alfsey will no longer have any effect.
But for a Muslim girl to marry, her wali has to indicate his consent. Sorry again, Mr. De Silva.
No. Please, don't mind me. Go ahead. I'm just the only certified solicitor in this room.
So, according to what I read, the wali is the person responsible for the bride's life before marriage, and that's you, Encik Ahmad.
How about Mr. Habibullah? What do you say about this?
He's not thrilled at the prospect of marrying a 15-year-old girl, but he's willing to do it if it helps her. And he knows that this marriage is only in name and promises to treat her honorably.
Would you allow me to marry this man?
If you want to stay in Singapore, then this is the only way. But you cannot marry Karim.
Because he's too young.
And I won't allow it.
But I barely know Major Khan. And I don't love him.
Could you learn to do so? Think it through, but think it through quickly. We've come to the end of our grace period, and the British will come for you.
Where can she get married?
We'll have to get her out of Singapore, across the causeway to Johor. It's legally a sovereign state, and the British won't intrude. Not with the furore over the Malayan Union proposals, but, and I reiterate, we have to do it soon.
Excuse me. I need to get out of here for a while. I'm sorry. This isn't very ladylike.
It's all right.
Thank you. I want to stay in Singapore. I really do, but I don't know if I'm willing to marry someone I barely know, much less love in order to achieve this.
I understand.
Would you do it?
Would I do what?
Marry someone purely out of convenience or circumstance?
Some people do.
I know. But I'm asking you if you would do it.
Lim Tae Lin, impersonating a uniformed officer is in itself a violation punishable by law. However, the severity of this offence is dwarfed by your actions as a supposed officer of the Kempeitai. It is the conclusion of this tribunal that whatever your reasons, and no matter how driven by your love for your brother, the fact remains that at the end of the day, you were an instrument of a campaign of torture designed not to elicit military information, but to cow and terrorize the population of this unhappy island. You must die because you allowed yourself to be a willing tool, and willing tools of an inhuman and murderous purpose must be destroyed. It is the verdict of this court, be it Lim Tae Lin or Warrant Officer Nakamura Nagamasa, you are guilty as charged, and you'll be sentenced to death.
I'm sorry about the outcome. I guess, given the circumstances, the silent treatment is warranted.
10, 20, 30 years. When they write the history of Singapore, I will be remembered as a Singaporean traitor. A man who betrayed and tortured his own people.
At the very least.
At the very least. I could have died a faceless Japanese soldier, punished as one of the wicked, but you. You made me display my pain. You made these people relive their worst fears and memories. You made them confront the monster all over again. Is that what you call justice? Go away. And let me die. Let me die.
林，是你吗？老板不是都叫你们回去了吗？你干嘛要回来啊？
因为我想你啊。
你还敢来这里？你这个人渣！
But everyone's gone home.
It's been a rough day, as it has been for you. I suppose congratulations are in order.
What for? I lost.
You fought the good fight.
And lost.
Be that as it may, I couldn't have done better myself.
对不起啊，我今天没时间找袋子，你将就一点了哈。一颗子弹就够了。你这死
死吧，破！
Don't worry, I will kill you. But let's not waste such a pretty face like yours. Let me give you a farewell present. You.
Ahmad not joining us?
No, he has to go back to the kampong before dark.
This boy came to the house all covered in sweat, pleading to be let in. He said he has something very important to tell Mariam, and he wouldn't leave until he has said his piece. Well, are you going to tell her or not? Or are you just going to sit there until you grow old like me?
Mark, I think he wants to tell her alone.
Oh, I see.
Mariam, Cik Rahim always said that it's better to write things down before you forget. So I did. You asked me who I am. I am everything you are. Because I am nothing without you. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for letting you down when they came to take you at the kampong. And sorry I couldn't get you to Malaya to live a new life. No. But I'm not sorry for wanting to be with you. And I'm not sorry for being happy that you're the first person I see when I wake up. And the last person I talk to before I sleep. And I'm not sorry for falling in love with you.
Corinne, Can I have a few moments alone with Corinne, please?
But if you try to run away with her again, it'll be me you have to worry about, not the British.
Did you?
Of course not. I called in a favor from a doctor friend of mine.
How come you came back?
How come? The police called me. Someone reported hearing gunshots inside the club. You have no idea how much I paid to cover up this mess. Right after I paid to cover up the mess that was Lai King An. This MPAJA is really costing me. You are costing me.
It's okay. I won't cost you anymore.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Where?
That's how many favours you owe me over this Nakamura chap? 3?
I'll pay you in scotch, Simon. Your contacts come through.
Of course. I've just come off the phone with my friend at the BMA. We've managed to find someone who remembers Lim Tae-seung from his days in the police force.
The police?
I didn't get all the details, but you can ask him when you see him.
Thank you, Simon. Do you have an address for me?
You won't need one. Just ask your friend Major Habibullah Khan. He's staying at your place, right?
Habibullah?
Yes. He'll take you to see the person in question at his former camp. It's Captain Leslie.
There's still time. I can leave now.
Afraid not. Captain Leslie's left for the day. Besides, you have an infinitely more pressing matter to attend to.
What?
My friend in the BMA said something about Mariam, and I think you better head home quickly.
There must be another way.
If I want to stay in Singapore, this is the only way. At least, legally it is.
But you don't even know him.
What choice do I have? What choice do we have? If I don't do this, we will always live in fear of Aunt Emma trying to force me to return to England, one way or another.
But if you do it, I might never see you again.
Of course you will.
What makes you so sure? Is this the kind of marriage you want?
I don't know, Karim. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet.
Then you have to make a decision. And make a decision fast. Your aunt's application for custody has just been finalized by the legal head of LC. We've got wind that Major Jones and his men are heading over to Mark's house. Right this very moment.
Did the British see you? The sentry station down the street, did they see you?
No, I don't think so.
Perhaps, friend, at KTM, Uncle Terry, help me make arrangements for you to take Mariam and leave for Malaya immediately. We will sort out Habibullah's arrangements after you go. If you go. I'm sorry, dear, but you will have to decide now.
Must we exist, trapped in the shadows of memories we can't erase? This is our land and our future.
Stop! Mr. Chang, stop, or I will take her by force.
Get into the treasure. Go. I'll deal with them. Go! Major Jones.
Mr. Chang, you don't want to fight today.
No, I don't. So why don't you guys back off?
You know we can't do that.
Then I suppose a fight it is.
You don't want to make me do this, Mr. Chang. Get the girl. I thought better of you, Mr. Chang. I thought better of a man who's had a proper British education.
Sorry to disappoint.
Of all people, I expected you to know the law. I thought we had an understanding.
It was your understanding, not mine.
I will have to consider whether I shall bring charges against you for assaulting a member of the British military administration.
You think about it and let me know.
Yes, I will. You can be sure of that. What's taking him so long? Bloody hell. I would like to be home by dinner time, if you don't mind.
What seems to be the problem, Major?
Yes. What seems to be the problem, Major Jones? I mean, you and your men are accosting my cousin and I when all we wanted to do was go out for an evening trishaw ride.
So can we go on our way now, sir?
Back to the house, now.
I'm afraid you're too late. Mariam and Habibullah are already on their way to Johor in a perahu. Karim and his father made sure of that. They just needed some time to cast off, which you just wasted on us.
Bloody hell.
Karim, macam mana semuanya? Dah selesai? Semuanya macam mana?
Look on Major Jones's face, priceless. I thought we had an understanding. What? What's wrong?
Nothing.
June, it's late and we don't have time to beat around the bush, okay? Out with it. What's wrong?
Do you think we did the right thing today?
What do you mean? Habibullah found his place. Mariam gets to stay. What's not right with that?
It's not that simple. You know how most of my adult life I've been trying to fend off Mark's attempts at arranging a marriage for me?
Yeah?
Do you know why?
No?
Because if I were to marry, I have to marry the right man for me. He has to be Mr. Right, not Mr. Right now. You know what I mean?
And how does that relate to Habibullah and Mariam?
For all intents and purposes, we just helped to force a young girl into an arranged marriage today. Any way you cut it, that's what it is. And we are complicit in making that happen.
How do you know the two of them won't grow to love each other?
Actually, I'm certain they might. And that's precisely what I'm worried about. Did we even think about Karim?
June.
Not again.
Mark, please, not tonight. What's important is we managed to delay Major Jones and his men, and Mariam and Habibullah got away.
What?
They got away, right? What on earth?